Xbox just had an insane news day. Just so much was announced. I thought I would make a video talking about all of the different things that happened. And later on, I can dive into them later in the week and talk about them a little bit more. But let's just go over all of the things that have happened in the last 24 hours. Hey, thank you so much for watching these videos. If you like them, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when they go live. So if you haven't heard, Xbox just had this huge 20th anniversary stream. And one of the announcements was that Halo Infinite multiplayer would be available right now. It wasn't a great secret. It wasn't kept very well, but we have a few notes here about how well the launch did. So Halo Infinite launched in 2.5 hours, according to Daniel Ahmad, who's an analyst who posts a lot on Twitter. He said that it surpassed 162,000 peak concurrent users on Steam, and that beats those Forza numbers. It is now the most successful Xbox Game Studios title of all time. Halo Master Chief Collection hit 161 peak concurrent users, and Forza Horizon 5 hit 81,000. This is only Steam, mind you. We don't have numbers for how it's doing on Xbox on PC. So it's part of the picture, and it's a big part. For some reason, it's not populating on Steam charts. I had tweeted out something along the same lines, just sort of looking at the numbers here. And this was earlier in the numbers. So if you look, it was at 255,000 when I did it. It peaked, according to Benji, it peaked at 272,000, which, so at the time when I did it was at 255. It was in the third slot, beating titles like New World, Apex, Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, the regular heavy hitters. No small feat. As you can see, the line was up there. It's in the middle of the night right now, so numbers have gone down. But Benji pointed out that multiplayer peaked at 272,000 concurrent players on Steam while being shadow dropped on a Monday weekday. Incredible. Should go higher and even higher in the coming days and this weekend. Time will tell if that comes to fruition or not. But wow, what a launch day. Congratulations, 343. Congratulations to everybody involved with making that game. David Ellis also said that there is a secret achievement in the Academy. Basically, it's you got to run through it in 25 seconds. If you want to look up how to do that, you can, of course. Additionally, announced during the Xbox thing, we got a big surprise. We finally got a sneak peek at the Halo TV show, which was cool because they've been talking about it forever and everyone's been sort of wondering if it's going to be any good. We get a look at who I can only assume is John, the Master Chief himself, Spartan 117, you know, because the numbers on the armor and everything. And he's donning the armor, and we get our first look at what the live action stuff is going to look like. We also got a date teased. The new series is coming 2022, which is awesome. They mentioned how it's going to be sort of like Mandalorian and other popular television adaptations to franchises. Has me very excited to see what they are able to do with the Halo TV series. It's going to be streaming in 2022, so you'll be able to watch it at your leisure, which is great and good stuff all around. Okay, so one of the other big news announcements from the event itself was the fact that Xbox added 70 games to its backwards compatibility library. You can see that here. I'll just play the cool animation. Yeah, so they added 70 games. The full list is over on media.xbox.com or whatever, and I'm sure you could Google it somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, they got like Manhunt. They have the Mad Max series, and lots of things happening on the rise here. Let me just go to Xbox Newswire really quick. Let me figure out how to get here right now. They've been changing things up in the back end. Yeah, so they added 70 games to the backwards compatibility list. They did clarify in this post that this is the last time that they're going to be doing this. They said they've sort of reached what they're able to do because of licensing agreements. And let's just take a look at the list. Check out the full list of today's titles here, and we can boost it up. Oh, I wonder if this is just the full list or if it's the 70 games. Well, here's the 70 games in a screenshot. Some notable ones are like 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. That's notable because of the licensing agreements. Beautiful Katamari, Binary Domain, the Dead or Alive franchise, the Fear franchise, Max Payne, some Mortal Kombat games. What else do we have on here? Some of the Star Wars games over here were added. I I had to laugh when I saw Screwjumper. I did QA testing for Screwjumper way back when I was in college, and I'm in the credits. If special thanks section if you want to check it out. But good to see Screwjumper getting some love there. What else was announced today? So then there were interviews that also came out through the day, and I'm just like skirting the surface of these stories. There was an interview with Phil Spencer where he clarified yet again Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC. He does say it's not about punishing any other platform. Like, I fundamentally believe all of the platforms can continue to grow, but in order to be on Xbox, I want us to be able to bring the full complete package of what we have. And that would be true when I think about Elder Scrolls 6. That would be true when I think about any of our franchises, Phil Spencer said in an interview. I don't think that... Yeah, I think he's just trying to clarify that he's not like showing any animosity toward anybody, but you bought... Like, the not nice way to say it is we bought a company for $7.6 billion. Of course we're going to do that. Phil, of course, is going to do the nice language that they probably figured out internally. But I mean, it is what it is. They bought the company. They're going to make it exclusive to their platform. That's just how it's going to happen. I don't expect to see any of the Housemarque games on Xbox. I don't expect to ever see an Insomniac game on Xbox again. That's just how it is, right? So yeah, Elder Scrolls is going to be Xbox and PC exclusive. Thankfully, you can play most Xbox games on PC. So I've been playing most of mine there. There was also some comments about Xbox Game Pass. Phil Spencer said it's very sustainable right now. It's in a growth mode, right? So when he was talking to Axios, he's talking to Steven Totilo. Okay. I mean, you could do the math on Game Pass, Spencer replied. I guess you don't know how many subscribers we have or how much each subscriber is paying, but you can make some fairly informed decisions and literally just do the math on what we think Game Pass could eventually be. You can do that on Abby, part of the business, but absolutely Game Pass is sustainable. It's not the only thing that's growing in Xbox. It's not the only focus of the organization, and it as a standalone thing is very sustainable as it sits today. It's sustainable. So just basically he's repeatedly reiterating, and he continues, I guess I'll just finish the quote. I know that there are a lot of people that like to write, we're burning cash right now for some future pot of gold at the end. No, Game Pass is very, very sustainable right now as it sits, and it continues to grow. So the whole Game Pass thing is just so bizarre to me that there's such resistance to the idea of Game Pass being a successful service, especially when we live in a subscription world of the Netflixes, the Peacock, the Amazon streaming service. It's where gaming is likely going. Things are going to be platforms as opposed to boxes, right? It's just how the medium will likely evolve, the same way that television and movies evolve, the same way that CDs evolved. I guess I'm just old, so I remember when I would have a CD player and I'd walk to school, and man, when MP3s came out, I put all my CDs on MP3 and I never looked back. The skipping, the problematic sides of the physical media aspect just went away, and I think a lot of people just adapted to how things were delivered at a later date. Gaming has a lot of growing pains there with DRM and everything, but it's clearly successful. It's insane to me that people still don't get it. Anyway, there was one other story that I'll probably dive into more. Xbox is pushing Phil Spencer to line up a successor. He says Xbox has got to outlive me. The Xbox boss says, he said, clearly, as somebody who has been here for 33 years, I have more years behind of me than ahead of me, he told GQ. But the longevity of this team, the sustainability of this team, there's nothing that's more important to me right now than that. He said about succession, you could do it when you think about the long-term health of the team to make sure that the team is in a good place, that the culture of the company is a good place, and that we're making the right decisions on who to bet on. That has got to outlive me. A good manager, it's said that a good manager will make sure that if he were to leave, things wouldn't fall apart, right? I remember reading that somewhere. I manage a team of people, and I always try and make sure that they're working responsibly, that they're balancing their personal life and their work life, so that they have things outside of work. Because if your whole life's work, it's not great. You have to have personal things, right? And just a lot of management philosophies that have been in a lot of books and studies and everything. And Phil Spencer seems to be echoing a lot of those sentiments there, basically saying, I want to make it so that when I leave, my successor is set up for success. And that is what you should do when you're running $1 billion division of Microsoft, right? So good to hear that, and good to hear he's thinking about that. I feel like Sarah Bond is going to wind up on that list. She's just in a lot of stuff right now, and she's just great at what she does. So I would have to imagine she winds up on the list. And then finally, just a feel-good thing here. Satya Nadella said, for 20 years, Xbox has built community of joy, achievement, and entertainment for gamers around the world. Today, our team celebrate this milestone with the launch of Halo Infinite multiplayer beta. A surprise I wish wasn't spoiled, but what a surprise. I've been playing a lot. I don't know what my Steam time played says. It says I played for 4 hours, so not a ton of time, but wow, it's really fun. You definitely have that one more game feeling, and it is awesome. So that was just the roundup video. I didn't even really dive into these stories. I just want to talk to you about all of the things that broke today. It is quite a bit. So it's looking like things are doing quite good for Xbox right now. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you like these sort of videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when these videos go live. Thank you so much to all the subscribers who have done so thus far. If you want to become a member, memberships are turned on. I really, truly appreciate all the members who have said, Destin, we're going to support you on your channel and on your journey. If you want to be part of that, you can click that join button right there. Thank you to everybody. I'm going to get out of here. It's very late, but I wanted to make sure that I get back on my 7 a.m. publish schedule for the channel. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.